on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Steve Stack here at ringside, and we've got an hour of excitement lined up for you. The American Force Tag Team Combination. Well, they're going to make their first appearance here today on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Of course, you heard us talk about the Terminator. Well, he is here, and he's bigger than we thought. He's over 400 pounds. He stands 6'10". What a huge mountain of a man he is. He'll be out later today. The Maniac Mark Lewin is back on Texas All-Star Wrestling today. You get a little at Mad Maxx and Hacksaw Higgins, Lord Humongous, the Colonel is here. Other great stars from Texas All-Star Wrestling. We'll give you a lot more information on our logo contest, so you don't want to go away. Just pull up a chair and enjoy 1 hour of exciting professional wrestling, Texas All-Star Wrestling. Well, the Lone Star Shootout is in Texas, and it's coming your way. This one you don't want to miss. We're going to take you and show you what happened last week here on Texas All-Star Wrestling when the Maniac Mark Lewin met Ric Casey. Here's that action from last week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go. And the Maniac Mark Lewin is going out. Oh, he has tore a board off the bleachers that holds the people up in the stands here. And the Maniac starts out just like the Maniac as he kicked Ric Casey out, and he took the board. Now he's tearing it apart, pulling it out of the ring. I thought he's going to take the nails of that board and use it on Ric Casey as the Maniac comes right back out after Ric Casey. There's no doubt about it. When they said Lewin was the Maniac, that he is the Maniac. Reaches down, he's grabbed something. Oh, he's found something out there. I don't know what, it's a piece of wood where he tore the grandstand up. Well, the Maniac will do anything. That's why they call him the Maniac. He's just like Robley. The Maniac has Casey back in the ring. It's Casey with a couple forearms. Ric Casey, oh, he gets it to the midsection with that piece of wood. That looks like a dagger, but it's a piece of wood that broke off that 2x4. Going to the head with Ric Casey. Does it again. Oh, the Maniac is going wild. He throws whatever he had out to the Colonel Buck Robley. And here comes Casey back out as the Maniac throws him out on the floor. Well, now he's got something else. This come out of the trunks. The Maniac, Mark Lewin, brought in by the sick and the devious one, Colonel Buck Robley. Maniac grabs Casey. Oh, right to the ear. Right to the ear. Casey has been knocked out onto the floor again. I don't know what the Maniac's got. I can't tell from here. He's got it in his mouth. He's opened up a wound on the side of the head, maybe the ear. Yes, it looks like it's the ear of Ric Casey. And that's where the Maniac is staying, right on that ear. Lewin, now he's biting. Mark Lewin has come back to Texas. The Colonel, Buck Robley, has brought him back, and of course they're here looking for Bruiser Brody. They want that Lone Star Shootout, and it may be coming your way. Oh, the Maniac is out. He's after a chair. He's got the chair, puts it into the shoulder of Ric Casey. Well, the Maniac has used 2x4s where he tore it off the bleachers. He's used chairs. He's used a foreign object. Oh, he's got Casey in a bad way. The Maniac has really got Ric Casey, an outstanding professional wrestler, in a bad way right now. Casey, as you can see, trying to get up off the floor. The Maniac's there with a big chop. Referee is Todd Johnson, trying to keep the Maniac back, and I don't believe anybody can keep the Maniac out of here. Don't forget, we'll be announcing that logo contest a little later on, so don't go away. The Maniac, big chop. There comes Casey fighting back. Don't ever count Ric Casey out. Maniac gets one to the back. There's another one as Casey has him in a corner. Can he keep him there? Oh, the Maniac is going over to where Robley is. Now he went to those trunks, and he's got that object again. That puts Casey back down to the mat. Robley smiling. The Maniac is doing everything that Robley wants him to do. Oh, is he tearing up the ear of Ric Casey here on Texas All-Star Wrestling, coming to you from the Wrestlathon in San Antonio, Texas. Sleeper hold by the Maniac. Ric Casey trying to fight it. Ric Casey from Fort Worth, Texas, battling to try to get out of the sleeper hold that's been applied by the maniac, Mark Lewin. Casey looks like he may be going out as the maniac really has it locked on tight. The referee, Todd Johnson, checks him once, checks him tight twice, and he says, that's it. Ric Casey, oh, and the maniac goes after the referee now. Poor Todd doesn't weigh 115, 20 pounds. He gets thrown out of the ring. And now the maniac going back after Ric Casey. Here comes the Colonel. The match is already over. Casey put out with a sleeper. He's still out. Here comes Dennis Goulet, Rick McCord. The maniac is going after them. They threw us a while ago with a big victory, and now they're paying for it at the hands of the maniac, Mark Lewin. The Colonel's in there kicking. Here comes, let's see, that's Dusty Wood. The Colonel is punishing Ric Casey. There goes Dennis Goulet. Of course, Mark Lewin, the maniac, is in Texas hunting Bruiser Brody. The last time Bruiser Brody was in Texas, he met Abdullah the Butcher. What a brawl they had at the Hemisfair Arena. We want to take you now and show you Bruiser Brody against Abdullah the Butcher. Here they are. Brody has a chair. Brody has a chair. Whoa! Right across the head of Abdullah the Butcher. Brody with a chop to the head of Abdullah the Butcher. And another one. Brody biting Abdullah the Butcher. Brody rolls up underneath the bottom rope. He's in the ring. Abdullah the Butcher still outside, trying to make his way up. Here he comes. Brody's waiting on him. Big chops from Brody. Does it again. Abdullah trying to get into the ring, trying to work his way in between the ropes. He finally gets there. Brody goes to pulling it maybe close to the eye there. It's around the area of eye, and Abdullah kicks him. Whoa! Down goes the referee. Abdullah the Butcher right there. There's a headbutt from Abdullah the Butcher, and George Stevens is out. No referee. These two guys don't like to have a referee anywhere around, and they sure got their chance right here as they're both taking care of George Stevens. Coming out of the dressing room on my right, I see another referee has been called by one of the officials. This will be Rudy Gonzales, so the referee would referee some of the earlier matches here at the Hemisfair Arena. He's asking for the bell. I know that he's going to really stop these two guys. Yeah, down go Rudy Gonzales. Brody and Abdullah the Butcher are coming outside into the crowd. Better clear the way as these two giants are battling outside. George Stevens being helped out of the ring by the doctor. Brody and Abdullah the Butcher battling it out. They're in the crowd. Look out. Here they come. The lights come on. They're battling. A little choking, a little punching, a little bit of everything. They're out in the crowd. They're coming over to where the TV cameras are. They're fighting. They're still fighting. We've lost them now. The crowd is all over the place. Brody has a board as the fans have come up onto the stand. They're milling all around the cameras and everywhere else, unable to control, as Brody and Abdullah the Butcher are still fighting right here. Brody and Abdullah the Butcher battling out to our left in amongst the crowd. Having a hard time with the young kids coming up on the stand. The fans began to yell, Bruiser, Bruiser. They're all over. They're just about to step on our equipment as Brody and Abdullah are still battling over here on the left. They're battling it out over here on the left. Now they're battling back towards the dressing rooms. They're just going to battle it completely out of the arena. I've lost them. There they are. I can't get this crowd out of the way. Very unruly. They're still battling it off on the left. And ladies and gentlemen, this crowd is moving now as Abdullah the Butcher and Brody have come up onto the high-rise area. They're here. Abdullah and Brody right up here on the high-rise area. The San Antonio Police Department has cleared everybody off. They're still battling it out. Abdullah and Brody. Oh, there's a big chop. They're very close to us here. Walk right into the camera. They're just a foot away from the camera as they battle it out. Headbutt. Brody. Abdullah Butcher. I don't want to be this close to these guys, but there's nowhere I can go. Brody and Abdullah still battling it around. They're being knocked all over the high-rise. Here comes Brody with a chair right here to my left. Abdullah the Butcher is down off the high-rise. Abdullah the Butcher and Brody. Abdullah's not through yet, I don't believe. Maybe he's leaving. I don't believe there'll be any decision on this match. Well, now you've had a look at Bruiser Brody, the 300-pounder. You've seen the maniac Mark Lewin terrorizing Ric Casey here last week on Texas All-Star Wrestling, and they're in the Lone Star Shootout with Texas All-Star Wrestling. The Lone Star Shootout is coming your way just in a couple days. So all you fans, what's in your town, be sure you pick it out. That's the maniac Mark Lewin and Bruiser Brody in the Lone Star Shootout. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with another match right after this.
This match, ladies and gentlemen, tag team match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing on my right, with a combined weight of 480 pounds, from New York City, New York, Paul Kelly. His partner from Hawaii, the Samoa.
All-Star Wrestling. We're ready to go as we get the bell. There it is, the American Force. That's Frankie Lang and Paul Diamond. It's Paul Diamond in the ring. They're going against the Samoan and Paul Kelly. Let's see who starts for that team. Diamond is ready to go. It's going to be Paul Kelly against Paul Diamond. Referee Todd Johnson. Kelly backs Diamond into the corner. Referee starts the count. It's 5 to break out of the corner. There's a forearm across the chest on a break by Kelly. Grabs him by the arm. Reversal by Diamond. Into the corner goes Kelly. A hip toss by Diamond. An arm drag. And down goes Paul Kelly. Diamond tags out to the other half of the American Force. This is Frankie Lang. Elbow into the left arm of Paul Kelly by Lang. Hip toss. And the American Force makes their first appearance here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Very exciting. Diamond comes in. He comes into the shoulder of Paul Kelly. Puts the arm bar on. Paul Diamond. Frankie Lang, the American Force. Fireman's carry. Nice takedown by Paul Diamond. You know, Diamond comes into the sport from professional soccer. He spent 3.5 years with the Tampa Rowdies. You know how tough soccer is. He was well qualified to get into professional wrestling, I can guarantee you that. There's a tag the other way, the Samoan. Starts in. He tells Frankie Lang, get back out. Back up. Let me in the ring, and here comes the Samoan, Sakalia. Side headlock by Frankie. In comes Diamond. Diamond goes to the side headlock on the Samoan. Really cranks it on. Off the ropes, shoulder knocks the Samoan down. Diamond in front, hip toss. Takes the Samoan to the mat, but the Samoan comes up with a head scissor on Paul Diamond. He didn't keep it very long as Diamond kicked out. So tag the other way, yes. Frankie Lang in between the ropes, he's tagged in. He goes to the head of the Samoan, pulls him out of the corner. The American Force. Frankie Lang, Paul Diamond here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. There's a tag. This is their first appearance on television. Side headlock by Paul Diamond now. Diamond really has it tied on tight. Samoan finds himself being taken down with a hip toss. Referee checks his shoulders. They're up, no count. There's a count now as the Samoan had him down for 2. Paul Diamond continues to hold on to that headlock as he backs up, tags out to his partner, Frankie Lang. They're the American Force. Off the ropes comes the Samoan. One drop kick and one chop. Well, that's getting him by surprise. Nice slam by Frankie. Leg across the chest. And in behind. He grabs the Samoan, brings him up, tags out to Paul Diamond. See what they do this time. They get in front. Elbow flip. 1, 2. It's not over yet. The Samoan with a punch to the rib cage, and Diamond tags out. In comes Frankie Lang. The American Force, we're going to be talking to him if we can get him after this match. The Samoan takes Lang, puts him into the rope, knocks him down with a big elbow. Tags out to Paul Kelly. The Samoan holds. Kelly hits. Ooh, I heard that fist pop up here. Kelly with an elbow to the back of the neck, puts Lang down to his knees. Lang tries to crawl over with a tag out to Paul Diamond. He couldn't get there as Kelly held on to the head. In comes the Samoan again. A kick to the rib cage of Frankie Lang by the Samoan. Lang trying to get over to tag out to Diamond. Samoan and Kelly not letting him. Oh, he rolled very close to Diamond that time. Still couldn't stretch far enough. Tag the other way. In comes Kelly with a kick. I'm in for a slam. Oh, and Lang moved out of the way. He does make the tag now. In comes Diamond. Diamond goes over there, has the Samoan out on the apron. Drop kicks the Samoan down onto the apron. Takes Kelly and the Samoan and slams their heads together. Diamond picks the Samoan up, has him down for a slam. Here comes Kelly in. Lang immediately goes for Kelly. There's a takedown with the leg by Diamond. Now Diamond has the Samoan down. Let's see, he gets a count. Yes, he does. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the crowd goes wild as the American Force tag team combination of Frankie Lang and Paul Diamond win it here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Let's see if we can get them up here before we break. The American Force, that's the name you're going to have to reckon with because they are going to be a great tag team combination. Here they come right here. Frankie Lang, Paul Diamond. Paul, we want to welcome you to Texas, and we want to welcome the American Force to Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Thank you, Steve Sachs. I'm very glad to be here. see all the fine people in Texas. We're looking for tough competition. We want those tag team belts, and we're going to get them.
Frankie Lang.
Thank you, Steve. Like you said, the American Force talks for itself. Whoever you are, sign the contract. 1, 2, 3, just like those 2 punks we just beat right now, Steve.
Frankie Lang. Paul Diamond there, the American Force. Stay tuned because we'll be back with more exciting action right after this.
This event, ladies and gentlemen, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from parts unknown, he is 6 foot 10 inches, weighs 405 pounds, the Terminator. His opponent, weighing in at 300 pounds from Iowa, Tug Taylor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. You heard us talk about the Terminator. He's bigger than we thought. He's 405 pounds. He's going against a big man who would be a giant in his own. That's Tug Taylor, who weighs in at 300 pounds. But look at the Terminator take him onto the ropes. The Terminator, what a forearm this guy throws. He backs out of there. Just look at the face of the Terminator. You know how tough he is. 405 pounds, 6 foot 10. Takes Taylor, pushes him into the rope, goes right on him. Has Taylor around the waist with a bear hug. Pulls him off the ropes, backs out of the way. There goes the Terminator. He hooks up with Taylor, takes him onto the ropes again. Puts him in a side headlock. Boy, he squeeze that head. Takes Taylor back to the ropes again. The Terminator steps out of there. Hey, this guy, something. Look at the size of those arms. 24 inches maybe? 65, 70 inches. Oh, he has 300 pounds up. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go right to that ring. Drops across with an elbow. That's 405 pounds on top of Tug Taylor. Can he throw him off? Just barely. Wow. Well, all you professional wrestlers watching this, look out and beware of the Terminator. As he has Tug Taylor now on the ropes. Referee says break. It's Taylor coming out there with a side headlock. The Terminator takes him, whips him into the rope. Terminator goes in. Oh, he gets that big boot up into the chest. Down went Tug Taylor. The Terminator looks at Taylor. They lock up in the referee's position. Oh, he has him up on the shoulder. That's a fireman's carry, except he drops him back. He comes up on top of Tug Taylor, and there's no way Taylor's going to get up from this. That's what he calls the Terminator hold, move, whatever. As he took Tug Taylor, just picked him up, put him across with that fireman's carry, dropped him back into the ring, and came on top of him. And the Terminator, in his first match here on Texas All-Star Wrestling, comes out to winner. And ladies and gentlemen, earlier, before the Terminator came into the ring, we went into the dressing room, tried to talk to the man, find out what he was here for, and all that he would tell us that he was here for a purpose. What that purpose is, he wouldn't tell us. He was around a lot of people that were all big. Of course, the Colonel was right there with him. So there's the Terminator. You'll be hearing a lot about him here in weeks to come on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Stay tuned because we'll be back with another match right after this.
Will be a one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing on my right, weighing in at 240 pounds from Louisiana, Colonel Buck Robley. His opponent, weighing in at 222 pounds from North Carolina, Ric McCord.
There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to go. As the Colonel Buck Robley takes on Ric McCord. Look at Robley get off the ropes. He gets off there in a hurry. He doesn't want any part of McCord on those ropes. Back to the corner again. It's McCord in front. Push that arm. Robley takes him all the way across the ring, turns him around, and throws him into that turnbuckle. McCord stays on top of him, buries his shoulder into the midsection of the Colonel. Don't forget, our logo contest. We're looking for a logo that we can put on all our advertising, all our letterheads and everything for Texas All-Star Wrestling. Design us a logo, send it in. Must be postmarked by May the 21st, and we'll announce the winner on Monday the 27th when we do our television program. Send it to 831 Fulton Street, San Antonio, Texas, 78212. That's Texas All-Star Wrestling. The winner will receive 3 nights in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico at the Sheraton Hotel. We'll pay the airplane fee from San Antonio to Puerto Vallarta and all airport transfers. So send us your logos. You might be the winner and spend 3 days in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Rick McCord holds on to the arm of Buck Robley, has a wrist bent back. Robley wants to throw a fist. The referee is right there. Robley decides not to. Shoulder down goes the Colonel. Over the top goes McCord. Oh, and a nice takedown by Rick McCord, but he doesn't keep him there as Robley had the head scissors on McCord, and McCord bounced out of there quickly. Texas All-Star Wrestling coming to you from the Wrestlathon in San Antonio, Texas, where we are every Monday night. If you're in San Antonio, come on by. We'd like to see you. Robley takes McCord, headbutts him, down goes McCord. The Colonel reaches down, grabs a hair of McCord, takes a fist, goes into the head. Rick McCord. Don't forget that Lone Star shootout. Bruiser Brody against a maniac, Mark Lewin. Don't miss it. Off the ropes comes McCord. The Colonel turns around and knocks him down with an elbow. The maniac takes the boot, lays it on the side of the ear of McCord and rakes it down across the head. Colonel has McCord up, drops him across that top rope. Well, the Colonel can do a little bit of everything. First neck breaker, McCord's down right in the center of the ring. Robley snatches a leg. It's 1, 2, 3, and the Colonel makes quick work of Rick McCord. The Colonel, Buck Robley, wins it here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Stay tuned because the maniac, Mark Lewin, is coming up next right after this.
This event, ladies and gentlemen, will be a one-fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Henry Garcia.
He started throwing chairs. Now he's taking Henry Garcia and is throwing him out into the... Wait a minute, he's tearing the boards off the bleachers again. This maniac is nuts. Lewin has Garcia into the steel post. Well, you see why he's called the maniac. He's cleaning house. The maniac has a chair. He's going after Henry Garcia, lays it across the top of the head. Well, it's been a while since Henry has been on Texas All-Star Wrestling. I bet you wish he didn't show up tonight. Look at Lewin. He is a maniac. You don't have to worry about that. The minute he got into the ring, they went after him. Henry Garcia, but here comes Henry. Henry is going after the maniac, and the maniac decides to step out onto the apron. He didn't expect that. Hey, he has a steel standard that holds a rope up around the ring to keep the fans from running into the ring. He just drops it. Maniac Mark Lewin with the Colonel Buck Robley in his corner. Maniac is here for one thing and one thing only. That is to meet Bruiser Brody in the Lone Star Shootout. There goes Henry, thrown out of the ring again. Now, Maniac, is he going out after him? Yes, he is. The referee Todd Johnson trying to get the Maniac back into the ring, but the Maniac is not listening. Maniac has Henry Garcia. What's he going to do with it? Throw him into the steel post. Oh, there goes Henry down again. Mark Lewin, he's the Maniac. You don't have to worry about that. People in Texas have seen him do all the crazy things that a professional wrestler can do to hurt people. That's Lewin, just like he's doing right now. Our floor camera is out there in the crowd. The fans start down after the Maniac, and they don't want any part of the Maniac. Let me tell you that. This guy, you don't have to worry. He is nuts. All you have to do is look at him. Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold. The Maniac, Mark Lewin, snatches it on Henry Garcia. He has that sleeper hold on tight. How long can Henry Garcia last? Look at the eyes of the Maniac. They're rolled back in his head. Henry Garcia is just about gone. Yep, there it is. The Maniac has put Henry Garcia out of it. Now the referee, Todd Johnson, is going to try to get the Maniac. Oh, there goes Todd. He's pushed back. The Maniac, the Colonel has given the Maniac something. I don't know what it is. He's going after Todd Johnson. He hits him in the head with it. I don't know what the Colonel gave the Maniac, but he went to the head of Todd Johnson. Henry Garcia's out. Oh, Robley is over there. Poor Todd. He took a beating last week, and he's taking one now as they are punishing Todd. Robley's over there kicking Garcia out of the ring. I don't know what the Maniac has, but Robley is laughing. Poor Todd Johnson, the referee, is getting it from the Maniac. You don't think this guy's nuts? Oh. Here comes the American Force. Rudy Gonzales is out there. Todd Johnson has been brutally taken care of by the Maniac, Mark Lewin. Todd is going to need help. I wonder if they got a stretcher. Oh, I don't know. Here comes a chair into the ring. The Maniac turned a sweet ten is in there. Todd Johnson is going to need help to get out of this ring. They're all out there now trying to protect him. I see Tom Jones has come out. Well, Bruiser, Brody, wherever you are, look out for the Maniac in that Lone Star shootout, because you can see how dangerous this guy is. Henry Garcia's out. We're waiting to see for a stretcher. Now they're going to have to carry him out and take him to the hospital. There's no doubt about it. Todd Johnson is completely whipped here. They carry him out of the ring. Well, the Maniac has reappeared here on Texas All-Star Wrestling, and you can see the damage he has done.
This tag team match, ladies and gentlemen, will be one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing to my right, with a combined weight of 595 pounds, from parts unknown, Mad Maxx and his partner, Lord Humongous, with their manager, Slick. Their opponents with a combined weight of 490 pounds, from Georgia, Tom Jones. His partner from South America, Omar Atlas.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with a tag team match as Slick has brought Lord Humongous and Mad Maxx together. The tag team combination to go against Omar Atlas and Tom Jones. The referee is John Martinez. Tom Jones. Oh, the crowd is still buzzing from what happened earlier when the Maniac Mark Lewin was into the ring. Tom Jones with Mad Maxx. They lock up in the referee's position. It's a forearm by Mad Maxx. Then Maxx has Tom Jones up and slams him down. Armbar. Forearm to the shoulder. Tag. In comes Lord Humongous. 300 pounds. Push to the arm by Humongous. Forearm into the shoulder of Tom Jones. Shoulder of Jones thrown into the turnbuckle. Oh, what giants here on Texas All-Star Wrestling today. And the biggest giant of them all, Bruiser Brody, is coming after the Maniac, Mark Lewin. That's in the Lone Star Shootout coming your way. Mad Maxx is back in. Mad Maxx is about 278 pounds. Lord Humongous is over 300 pounds, and Tom Jones lays one. Another one into Mad Maxx. He calls for Omar Atlas to get a forearm up there and lay it into Mad Maxx, and Omar does, and he tags in. Atlas has Mad Maxx up for a slam. Goes with a drop kick. Mad Maxx is staggered. Atlas trying to get between the legs of Mad Maxx. He does. Turns around, grabs the leg of Maxx. And here comes Humongous in. It's 2-on-1. Ooh, those are big forearms when you get Mad Maxx and Lord Humongous throwing them. Omar Atlas catches an elbow. Down he goes. Hammerlock. Tag. In comes Mad Maxx. Schlick has the crowd going crazy over there. Mad Maxx, Lord Humongous punishing Omar Atlas. Atlas trying to make his way over. Tag out to Tom Jones. He can't get there yet. Clothesline. Oh. A clothesline, and Omar Atlas finds himself being choked now by Mad Maxx. Referee John Martinez makes him break off the ropes. Omar Atlas in the corner. Mad Maxx and Lord Humongous after him. They keep him in the corner. Oh, he picks him up by the throat, throws him into the corner. Omar Atlas kicking. Atlas trying to get over to Tom Jones. Here's a drop kick. Here he is. Tom Jones now gets in as Omar Atlas finally gets out. Tom Jones trying to take this Lord Humongous and knock him off his feet. He hasn't done it yet. He just shakes his head after his head being slammed into that turnbuckle. He comes out of that turnbuckle again, turns around. Off the ropes to the midsection by Tom Jones with the fist. But Lord Humongous is still standing. Forearm across the chest. Another one across the chest. Roseline. There's a tag. Omar Atlas back in. Forearm across the chest of Lord Humongous. Atlas going for a slam. He can't pick him up. Now it's Lord Humongous having Omar Atlas up and slammed him down. There's the tag. In comes Mad Maxx. Mad Maxx picks Omar Atlas up, takes it, drops him across that top rope. Omar Atlas is down. Mad Maxx stays right with him. Forearm into the chest, one from outside the ring. Here comes Tom Jones. Mad Maxx goes after him. Mad Maxx has Tom Jones in the corner. Lord Humongous is staying with Omar Atlas. Let's see what happens. They're thrown together. Collision. Mad Maxx is knocked down, but Lord Humongous stands up. Try it again. See if they can get the Lord Humongous down. They collide. No. Oh. Omar Atlas goes with Mad Maxx. Tom Jones stays with Lord Humongous. The referee is asking for the bell. I think he's going to disqualify both teams because the match is completely out of hand. He can't get anybody out of the ring. Omar Atlas is going over the top rope. So is Mad Maxx. They're out on the floor. And the bell is sounding again. All four men battling it outside the ring. They're going all over the place here at the Wrestle-a-thon. Omar Atlas and Lord Humongous. Slick is over there in the ring. It's Tom Jones and Mad Maxx, and things are really out of control today. Well, that's a disqualification on both teams as the referee John Martinez tries to keep them separated. They're all back in the ring. Here comes the Colonel Buck Robley in there. He's trying to get him out. Stay tuned because we'll be back with another match right after this.
again, ladies and gentlemen, will be a one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing on my left, weighing in at 220 pounds, from San Antonio, Texas, Rudy Gonzales.
Our ring announcer Marty Martinez has introduced Chavo Guerrero and Rudy Gonzales. The Bandito Chavo Guerrero. Here we go. Nice arm drag. That's one of them quick snapping arm drags by Chavo Guerrero. Rudy Gonzales comes up with one. Bounces Guerrero on the mat. Referee John Martinez just looks at Chavo Guerrero. Chavo is trying to tell John maybe that he pulled a hair or something. Look at here. Oh, you talk about wrestling moves now. Chavo Guerrero, whether you like him or not, that's some of the finest wrestling moves you ever seen in a wrestling ring. Uppercut forearm, staggers Gonzales under the ropes. Another uppercut forearm, knocks him back into the corner. Chavo Guerrero flips him out. Whoa. Did he throw him high in the air as he flipped him out of that corner? Guerrero bouncing Rudy Gonzales off the rope. Over the top. Gonzales doesn't get to take Chavo with him, and Chavo comes up with a fist. Texas All-Star Wrestling's logo contest, and it's your logo design is Texas All-Star Wrestling, 831 Fulton, San Antonio, Texas, 78212. And if you're the winner, you'll get 3 days in Puerto Vallarta on Texas All-Star Wrestling. So send those logos in. They must be postmarked by the 21st of May. Gonzales catches a big kick from Chavo Guerrero. Chavo rakes the boots around the area of the eyes. Suplex. Chavo whips Gonzales across the ring. Gets in front. Has him up. There's that move. Oh, there's that move right onto the neck of Rudy Gonzales. 1, 2, 3. A nice bridge by Chavo Guerrero as he takes Rudy Gonzales with him. And Chavo Guerrero wins it here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Chavo Guerrero, the winner over Rudy Gonzales. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the big Lone Star shootout. Bruiser Brody against the maniac Mark Lewin. And Bruiser Brody is coming back. We want you to take another look at the men from Texas, Bruiser Brody. On the cameras and everywhere else, unable to control, as Brody and Abdullah the Butcher are still fighting right here. Brody and Abdullah the Butcher battling out to our left in amongst the crowd. Having a hard time with the young kids coming up on the stand. The fans began to yell, Bruiser, Bruiser. They're all over. They're just about to step on our equipment as Brody and Abdullah are still battling over here on the left. They're battling it out over here on the left. Now they're battling back towards the dressing rooms. They're just going to battle it completely out of the arena. I've lost them. There they are. I can't get this crowd out of the way. Very unruly. Well, earlier here today on Texas All-Star Wrestling, the Maniac went crazy. We want to show you once again why Bruiser Brody is coming back to Texas to rid the state of the likes of the Maniac. So let's go back for a little earlier here today on Texas All-Star Wrestling and watch the Maniac in action. Maniac has Henry Garcia. What's he going to do with him? Throw him into the steel post. Oh, there goes Henry down again. Mark Lewin, he's the Maniac. You don't have to worry about that. People in Texas have seen him do all the crazy things that a professional wrestler can do to hurt people. That's Lewin, just like he's doing right now. Our floor camera is out there in the crowd. Last week, and he's taking one now as they are punishing Todd. Robley's over there kicking Garcia out of the ring. I don't know what the Maniac has, but Robley is laughing. Poor Todd Johnson, the referee, is getting it from the Maniac. You don't think this guy's nuts? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you see why the Lone Star Shootout is coming your way. The Maniac, Mark Lewin, terrorizing the ring here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Bruiser Brody is coming back, and if anybody can take care of the Maniac, it will be the big man, Bruiser Brody. That's the Lone Star Shootout. Bruiser Brody against the Maniac, Mark Lewin. Don't miss it. Time has expired here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Till next week, on behalf of everyone, this is Steve Stack saying so long from Texas.